up, what up? I hope everybody's doing well. The bull market strikes back. So we did call the bottom correctly. We did buy everything accurately. And now everything that we thought was going to happen is happening. And the money is piling up. So get the power ready, dust off the money printer, and it's time to check out these charts and see what's cracking, okay? It is Wednesday. Jerome Powell talked and everything went good. He said same thing. They got a clamp on inflation. They feel good about it. It should be coming down. It's a long road, but he's forecasting that there will be growth in the GDP in 2023. Markets are going to like that. So I'm just looking at Bitcoin. I'm doing a lot of trading, but let's just take a look at the indexes and see what's going on. And then we'll take a look at some charts, okay? This is the Dow. This is the line I keep talking about. I've been talking about it quite a bit, how, you know, we broke out of the descending, broke out, retested the descending, broke out. This is when Lagarde and Jerome Powell had that media blitz. We had a double bottom on the 200, broke back out of it, came back down, hit it again, and you know, we're just right on that line. We're gonna break over because if you notice right here, so check this out. Right here, if you follow the mouse, this fib circle was the peak right here. And notice how we're right now on the purple fib circle. We're gonna break out right then, right there. Watch it happen. That's gonna be bad ass, guys. The bull market strikes back. Return of the Jedi. Jedi green light says go. Stay, hold, whatever. The SPY, same thing. We were trying to get over this line and we did. The NASDAQ out of the descending above the 200, not just on the daily, baby, but on the weekly too. And that goes for all the indexes, okay? Let's look at those little ones on the Russell. Dabble do you like I knew you. You got the Jedi green lights above the 200. Okay, you are getting a little bit where it says it might pull back on the Russells, but it's okay. You're above the 200 on the weekly and you are trending up. Remember what I said. In a bull market, there will be down days, just more up than down. And in a bear market, there's up days, just more down than up, okay? We are trending up, okay? We're making higher highs, we're making higher lows, you know, we're making channels, we're breaking supports, we're getting breakouts, we're starting to see cup and handles, we're starting to see breakouts hold with higher probabilities, we're starting to see the structures build the right way, above those first breakouts into first stage bases. And then it's just a big, long, bumpy, fun climb. When it does go down, instead of it going down 4 days and up 1, and then maybe down 3 days and up 2, now it's like up 3 days and down 2. Pretty soon it'll be up 4 days and down 1. More up than down, okay? We are in the accumulation phase. I can even see it on the guys on Bloomberg when they interview people. They're, number one, all they've been talking about for a year and a half or 2 years is inflation, soft landing, recession, what's JPOW going to say, how much rates. Today they're bewildered on there. They don't know what to do. They're like scrambling on Bloomberg trying to find some kind of fear and FUD to put out there. All they can talk about now is the debt ceiling. That's how you know it's green lights to the beach, baby. Okay? And Bitcoin, look, I said it might come back and test the 200. It still might, but it's actually holding up pretty decent, and it had some momentum. We got the Jedi green lights back on the hour, so even when it dips, it's more up than down when we're in a bull run, and we're starting that. I went and I inspected the Bitcoin charts, the last few bull runs, the lull periods, the bottoming processes. I calculated all the months. I do that for myself, you know, just because I like to know all this kind of stuff. And actually, to the exact week, Bitcoin launched the exact same week in the exact same way after almost the exact same period of a bottoming process. So yeah, it's good. We're ready to rock and roll. I hope you guys, you know, got down and dirty with some of those AI cryptos, because that stuff has been off the freaking chain. My GRT was up 175% or so. And I bought it after I made the AI video with the girl with the blue hair. Yeah, today it went up like 65% on its own. I think this is a futures one, but I'll find the spot one here in a minute. Look at AGIX. This is Singularity. I mentioned it in the last video I did. This is on the daily. Look at these oscillations, total stair steps. Now these arrows say a pullback, but of course they're going to be, our scanner is gonna obviously show that there's going to be a pullback because it's just too parabolic. But you can't stop the trend right now. You can't, the oppression of the empire is wiped away. Instead of the Jedi being the rebels, the rebellion hiding, it's the empire that's in hiding right now. The bulls are coming back and we are gonna whoop some ass right now. Look at the Jedi green lights. Woo! All the way, baby. Okay, Soxel. Let's say you need a little triple leverage in your life, a little bull triple leverage, and you want to hit all the semiconductors. Soxel. Look at it go. Look at it on the daily. You're not too late, guys. You're not too late. You're just starting the ascent phase 1, okay? Looking good. Bulls, same thing. You're not too late. Even though we've all made a lot of money on this thing already, you're not too late. You could get this thing. And Bulls is a really sick ETN. It's a triple leverage. And I've gone over it a few times. And the reason I go over it is because maybe you know what you want. And you probably want some things in this list if you like stocks, but you might not have enough money to buy all of them because some of them are pretty expensive. But Bulls is only $41.60 a share, and you get Nvidia, Google, Microsoft, Micron Technologies, Meta, Qualcomm, AMD, Adobe, Apple CRM, which is Salesforce, Intel, Tesla, Square, Netflix, and Amazon. Who loves you, baby? That's a sick ETN, triple leverage coming into phase 1. If you didn't have a lot of money and you couldn't afford a whole bunch of shares of all these cool companies, you know, get a little piece of them in this triple right here for a little bit less expensive and more shares at this particular part in the phase or the cycle, right? That's what I'm trying to say. It's a good opportunity if that's what you are looking to do. All right, so FNGU, it's the same thing, okay? Look, boom, Jedi green lights popping off, okay? Look at the daily. You're not too late, just entering phase 1. Let's go see what FNGU is. I call it FANG, baby. You get Tesla, Amazon, Facebook, Nvidia, Google, Apple. You don't get Twitter anymore. They moved it to Microsoft. And you get Baidu, which had a good day, by the way, Netflix, and Baba. Everything pretty much had a good day. Today was really good momentum out there. You know, you have a digestive period, but you have bullish momentum. You have people excited. I can see it on TV. They're like eating their words. They're like, weren't you just on here 3 weeks ago saying it was going to be like the biggest crash ever and you were all in cash? And they're literally like, yeah, I maybe should rethink my strategy. I think I should click on that guy Wheelhouse Trading's video a little bit more often and actually like know what time it is. I am getting a big salary. Maybe I should read a book. Knuckleheads. Activision. It's been at 75.60 for like 3 years. Don't even buy it. Just buy Call of Duty. Call of Duty's cool. Look at Fetch.ai, guys. I mean, AGIX, Ocean, Deep Brain, GRT. I mean, these oscillations, these stairs are just gorgeous. I mean, this is the kind of thing I just want to, you know, dream about. Is this just beautiful uptrends coming off of a seller exhaustion, bottoming process with that type of momentum? Oh, it gets me so excited. Oh, look at that. Just to go back one more time. Just go back. Look at that, guys. Oh, God, it's so good. Okay, Nvidia. Breakout. We called it at 108. We're paid. We are over 100% on this. So, if you didn't know, this year in 2023, I already have 2 alerts that hit over 100. And in the bear market, I hit 8 over 100 in the bear market. And I have a whole bunch of alerts that are about to hit a double right now, just from us buying the bottoms. It's pretty sick. Come in the Discord. The indicator's free for all of February. Plus, you can copy trade, watch me trade. I'm going to do it sometimes. I got a lot of stuff going on. I have other businesses and other things I'm doing right now too. But you can go in the Discord for free. You can get the indicator for free, okay? And a lot of cool people in there. And I'm not the only one doing trade alerts, okay? And you can sign up for MEXC Global Crypto Exchange. They have leverage trading. I never wanted to teach leverage trading in the bear market because that was irresponsible. But I'm going to teach you now. And, you know, I mean, I'm hitting doubles all day. I mean, easy with low leverage. You know what I mean? So, and so are a lot of people in the Discord. So come in. I mean, we're hitting them. We're hitting Matic. We're hitting Atom. We're hitting GRT like 5 times a day. We're doubling up. Like we're in and out. It's cool. Nvidia, I mean, look, what have I been saying for a long time? People are going to use tablets in the future. People are going to drive cars in the future. People are going to have phones in their hand in the future. People are going to mine Bitcoin in the future for a while. So Nvidia is not going anywhere, okay? And especially with the GPU stuff for the AI stuff, Nvidia is involved in that too. So Nvidia is banging. I mean, it's a good one. You know, DocuSign, you're not too late, guys. You're just barely getting to phase 1 and you're still like a 6-7 bagger to the top. And the top is not, that's the old top. The new top, we don't even know. That's price discovery. So it's going to get nasty. Like, we're about to get paid. Cha-ching, cha-ching, bling, bling, get the money printer out. Yeah. Okay, so DocuSign. Boom, pivots up, just bumping and grinding on the 200, waiting for good news to show up, and there it is. So what goes down must go up, okay, when you get to phase 1. BAT token, boom, I told you about a week ago, I feel like BAT token was gonna jump. It jumped. That's cool. Let's just peek it out on the hourly. Ooh. Be in a leverage trade on that. You hit this right here, you just throw a little 10-20x leverage on that and just boom, have your finger on the mouse, get out right there when my little top finder goes off. Right when you see the arrow, you just exit and you're like, oh, I'm just up like 90%. Cool. Pretty sick. So yeah, and you know what else is really dope? What I like to do is I like to come over here and I actually like to turn these little dealies on right here, where I can actually peep out specific, let's see if we can find them for you here. Let's let my chart load for a second. I'll show you a little trick because we're traders, right? So we know how to invest, we know how to swing trade, day trade, position trade, scalp, like all that stuff. So we built this thing a specific way. So this is on the minutes. Let's say you're scalping. See this blue line and it says discount? You could be, you know, it auto draws in your pivot lows and your resistances and supports. The system printed you a green triangle. The green light said jump in. The green triangle said come in, and this is the discount zone. It literally called it for you. Now you go long, you have a low risk, you put your stop right there, and it prints your premium zone, which is where it's gonna top. How easy can we make it for you? This is so sick. You guys have no idea the win rates and how much money you guys could make if you just had the tools that we've created for you. So yeah, look, it goes green, Jedi green lights. There's the arrow. There's the support. I mean, low risk, right at the bottom. I mean, you're literally the bottom candle. I mean, you can't deny it. It's right there. And then when you get above the equilibrium, that's kind of like a VWAP, okay? So this middle gray line, so that's good if you were a VWAP trader, you know, you would want to be above it, acting as a support and having your price action above, let's say. But you can take your take profit right below the premium zone. And then, you know, depending on, I probably wouldn't be shorting anything aggressively while I'm trending up on bigger time frames, but I do hedging strategies. I'll give you an example. Right here, I buy 4 Bitcoin to go long. I put my stop right down here, okay? I go long. This dip happens right here. Right when this triangle hits, I buy 4 Bitcoin short. All I'm doing is locking my equity. When this green one goes, I take my profit on the short and just let my longs roll, okay? And it's just hedging. Boom, 4 short. Take my profit and just let my thing roll. Come up to the discount, and either make a decision if I'm gonna sell or if I'm going to come on out and be like, I'm not selling, dude. Look at this. This thing is breaking out. Let's peep it on a 4-hour. Oh, look at the momentum. Lord have mercy. Let's go to the daily. Oh my God, we're entering phase 1. And this is a big seller block. So when this happened, this is a whale. This is a map book, this red one. So right here, whale sold, and look what happened. Boom. And this is all the whales are accumulating. So we're coming back into this zone where a lot of people would have been breaking even right now if they didn't sell, basically. So yeah, just come in the Discord. We're gonna hook you up. I'm gonna be getting busy here, just so you know. So I'm trying to keep up with everybody in the Discord, the alerts, the YouTube, but I got something else I'm working on too, another project. So I got to give that some focus too. But yeah, bat token's looking good, and it's still looking good. Okay, CrowdStrike. I keep mentioning it for a reason. I don't say things just to say things. I usually have a purpose behind why I'm saying it. You know. Remember, I was like, CrowdStrike. You know, it's probably looking like we need to make a yellow line. What's the yellow line mean? Bottoming process. Okay, it's not got the green lights, but we're on alert. Remember, we want it to go green, we want it to oscillate. It'll probably come down, it'll go green here, and it'll go blue, and the 200 will come down, and you'll be swooping on that low, and you'll be coming right back up to this 300, and then further. Okay, let me tell you something. Remember how a few minutes ago I told you Nvidia, people were going to mine Bitcoin, they were going to do AI with the GPU, they were going to need chips on the tablets, the phones, and the cars? Well, guess what CrowdStrike is? Cybersecurity. Every time you open, you know, a website or turn on TV, you hear about hackers and cybersecurity. It's a high demand industry. People need security protocols online. Not just you, but businesses and, you know, people that have intellectual property and sensitive material. And so CrowdStrike is going to be high in demand, just like chips like Nvidia and just like EVs, because we're not only in an electric revolution for vehicles, but we're also at the infancy stages of the electric vehicle revolution or evolution, whatever you choose. So that's going to go on for a long time. So when you look at Bitcoin, CrowdStrike, Nvidia, or Tesla, and you're like, am I late? No, bro, you're not late. You're getting in just right. You're getting in where smart money gets in, and usually retail doesn't know that. This is when they get excited. You're usually gone, but if you get in, they're about to push you up, and you're about to go cha-ching. That's what I'm trying to tell you, okay? Who loves you, baby? All right, Google, above the 200 with the Jedi green lights on the daily. I mean, dude. More up than down. Look, I'm excited. This is good stuff. Look, I mean, there's my yellow line. I was like, yo, we need to get this at 214. I mean, I got all the proof in the videos, the alerts, everything. I said 225 and I said 233, scaling up. I mentioned it like 20 times. I said, you probably are going to want to have this because this Microsoft, it doesn't go down like this. In fact, it went up for 13 freaking years, guys. A juggernaut and iceberg like Microsoft doesn't go down 33% or whatever it was, you know? It just doesn't do that very often. So we have to seek opportunity, you know? Yeah, it went down 38.9%. That doesn't happen on Microsoft, guys. And so it went down 39%, and now it's only down 24.41%. It's moving fast. You gotta get on up to get on down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Let's look at Zscaler. We haven't looked at that in a while. So Jedi green lights look like a floor. it was for a while. Something happened, made a new one, and made a new one. And we draw on this yellow line. I don't own this one, so I haven't been watching it, but I kind of am a little interested. I saw something on the news, kind of made me interested. If you notice these right here, PDH, that's previous day high. PDL, previous day low. And you know, you can dial it all in with the indicator the way you want. I mean, you can come right over here and you could be like, yo, I want to know what the weekly is, the monthly. I want my premium discounts. Yo, I need I want to do it like Chris does it with the pivots. So, you know, let's go ahead and throw on some like zigzags and like check those pivots out real quick. Oh, boom. Okay, that's how he does it. Okay, and all you gotta do is click a button. That's how sick we do it for you. Oh, but Chris, that looks like there was some other pivots in there. Got you. Check this out. Level 2. Okay, so you just come right over here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And you can pick one, you can pick two, you can show both, you know, whatever you want. All right, so here you go. This is got you a little bit more accurate. Instead of the full thing, you get the count. 1, 2, 3. You get the whole count, right? So pivot, 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 instead of just pivot, 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 pivot. You know, you get all the little pivots inside. Okay, we got all that dialed for you. Okay, we got it all dialed, and we're letting you try it for a month for free. Do you have any idea how sick it is coming into phase 1 and being able to use this thing? Pretty legit, I'm just gonna say. Okay, so let me just take off the stock. Ocean, AI, can't go wrong with AI right now. AI is the business, you know, not just for investing, but there's gonna be a lot of cool stuff coming for AI technologies. A lot of businesses want different solutions for AI, and a lot of opportunity, a lot of cool tech and stuff. So yeah, I mean, definitely an industry group like Tesla being electric vehicles or Nvidia being chips, AI is something that we want to keep an eye on, you know. So DraftKings, sports betting, you know, it's been a long road for those that have probably been in this. I had it for a while through the long road, through some of this bumpy process. I think I probably got out here and I haven't been back in, but I am, and I had it at a lower price. And I'm not tripping because I don't care about price. I care about entry and holding on to my gains. I care about the momentum. I care about pivot to pivot directional trading. And I care about understanding the market cycle and knowing where to be. Because if you know where to be, you're always in the right place. And if you know the rules to the game, that's how you win. How can you ever win the game if you don't know the rules? Think about it. So, price doesn't matter. The entry matters, and market cycle and knowing where to be at the right time matters. So, even if I paid 11 and sold it at 16 or 17, which is about what I did, and I come back over here and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to re-enter for like 25 cents less than I sold over here, and I'm just going to let it run back to 74 or higher, it's okay. You know, that's okay. It's showing strength. So if you wanted DraftKings, and that's a little bit of a diversifier for a lot of portfolios, and a leader of that industry group, you know, this is a good time. Let's take a look at Meta. Ooh, I see all these arrows. Okay, what's going on? It did break out above this one with the body, but it never made it up this high. It recorded the previous day high, just like I told you it would, because the day is closed when I'm recording this. It's above the 200, guys. Look, once you get the Jedi green lights on the daily and you're above the 200, just don't do anything. Just buy here low, right, and just hold through it. And if you do that, you're gonna catch the whole bull run. Just like if it was pink lights, you catch the whole bear run. And we made this indicator and algo and strategies for you guys to just like simplify things. You know, it's got all this stuff in the background you don't need to know. It's got a lot of crazy stuff going on in the background, but just follow the flashlight, the green lights. Just follow it. Oh, I think I took off my sentiment. Wait, did I? I did. Ooh, you guys don't know about that, do you? Ooh, see how I got this little dashed line? That's telling me, even though I used this solid one for the strategy, this is telling me that money flow and sentiment and on-chain and all the exchanges, you know, it's getting a little weak sauce. It's getting a little weak. It tells you a little bit before. Everything we have is like predictive. It's all about a probability system. In markets and a lot of things in life, it's really about risk and probability and supply and demand. Okay, I own a hamburger store. Okay, I got a good location and I got hot chicks at the counter and I got a bomb burger. And I'm charging $12 a burger. And I got a line out the door and the place is packed on the opening. I'm slinging burgers like crazy. Okay? 2 weeks go by, the place is empty. My staff's there, I still am paying payroll, I'm still paying rent, I still got the same burger. What's changed? You know what's changed? Economics 101. The seller does not dictate the price. The buyer dictates the price. So, one day, somebody comes into my hamburger place and says, God, I love your burgers. I would be in here every day if they were $8. And somebody else hears that and they're like, if they were $8, I'd be in here every day with all my friends. And the next person's like, are you kidding me? I would move in, I'd have a sleeping bag. I'd be right outside for $8 for this burger. The buyer dictates the price. You learn that in Economy 101 in college. That's like your first economics class. The buyer dictates the price, not the seller. Okay? So, right now, the buyers are pushing prices up. Period. You could see it in the price action, and this is not all retail, even though only retail is probably watching my channel. But it's not all retail, okay? A lot of retail, you know, they maybe hadn't been through a bear market like this, or maybe they think that's the worst bear market that's ever been, or maybe they got hit really hard with inflation like a lot of people and had to go get multiple jobs. Maybe they got laid off, you know, from their job. You know, a lot of things is happening out there in the melting pot, right? A lot of different circumstances. So this is not retail. This is a sophisticated type of buyer. And this type of accumulation and structure and behavior, it's accumulation. Just like distribution looks a certain way, this nice bottoming process and slow trending up, this is a sophisticated buyer. Okay, this is a highly leveraged FOMO clown crowd in a bull market. They're all gone. They got wiped out. This is a different type of buyer. Let's just go see what kind of buyer. Now, the blue diamonds show when large institutional whale style buys are being done, and a multitude of them from a massive list that we have fed into here of them. The pink diamonds are when they sell. So, institutional buyer, institutional buyer, institutional buyer, institutional buyer, institutional buyer, buyer. Okay? Institutional seller, seller, seller. Okay. Now, let's take a look at this other thing on here and see if we can do a little investigation and see what's going on out there. So, this is our little map book, okay? So I was kind of explaining to you earlier for the trading stuff on the premium and the discount, but this right here, this blue box right here, and this blue box right here, this little one, this is the accumulation boxes. So, and this is whales. This is like a lot of people will use like a VPVR. A VPVR will show when a lot of shares or tokens change hands, where liquidity changes hands and there will be a point of control. This is a combination of something like that and a map book, but targeted specifically on whales and institutions, okay? Because Our indicator is created to be on the winning side. So what we did was we built everything knowing how market makers move charts, markets, manipulate trends, and do all these things, and liquidity wicks and shakeout. And we have all kinds of things built in here to put you on the winning side. And then we simplified it with just the click on, click off. Even though it's got thousands and thousands of lines of code in there, we got it where you can just be like, well, I'm an investor. Cool, just click the button investor. And it'll tell you when to get in and when to get out. Yeah, sick. This right here, they're just accumulating. If you're watching my channel, you know I always put the line right on that bottom wick, and I do it before anybody knows it's the bottom. I've done it 1,000 times on this channel. I've literally called the bottom wick 1,000 times on this channel before it was known that it was the bottom. I do it constantly. I'm very good at tops and bottoms. Don't be a perv, okay? That sounded weird. This right here is where they're accumulating. For me, I would have been accumulating over here, especially because I got this little green circle, which means false breakdown, homie. That green circle means false breakdown. So it's not going to go down any further. It's going to change directions. It's going to print the premium zone right on this, which, you know, you guys, if you don't know all your TA and technical analysis and stuff, you don't have to trip, man. You can just like, you just come over here and, you know, you can just, here, look. Now it's gone. See, no supports, no resistances. You're like, oh, I don't want to draw it all in. I'm from the new school. I'm like millennial, Gen Z. I just need to click it on. It's cooler. You know, I'm not old school where I like draw lines. Nah, you don't have to be, bro. We got it all hooked up for you. Look, it draws them all in there for you. You're dialed in. Just come into Discord. The link is in the description. Don't you want to be a Jedi anyways? I mean, it's kind of cool. AMD, another great chip manufacturer. They got a phenomenal business, a ton of contracts, and they have a great CEO, amazing CEO. I'll leave this stuff on here for now. If it gets a little crazy, I'll take it off. But Adobe's another one. Look, you're just, I mean, Adobe, there's my line and there's my limit. I was just telling you how I always hit the bottom. I mean, if you have been on this channel and you've been in my Discord, you know by now, I call these fucking things, excuse me. I call these freaking things. Like, literally, I can see it when it's like that process. I study it. I know what it looks like. I know what it looks like. And that's what, and I always draw a yellow line right there. See an arc W. Oh, I didn't draw an arc. Oh, RK, sorry. I didn't draw RK, but I noticed something here. Look at this. There's your institutional buyers, and this is where people sold, big sellers. And what happened after they sold? This is a distribution block, a map book, and it went down, and now they're buying, and it's going up. Okay, and this is the premium zone. Okay, you gotta watch out when you get to these zones. This was the bottom. It could retest. Doubtful. Doubtful. I don't think so. Disney. There's my buy. This is how I did it. Watch. I'm gonna show you. It went right here. I saw it. It went right here. This is all recorded on the channel. Okay. It did this. Boom. Boom. Okay. It did this. And I was like, okay, boom, boom. And then I went way back. And I was like, okay, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. So, August 27th, 2014. And I was like, counting the money in my head. I was like, if I buy up some Disney. Let's go through the checklist. Number 1, will it go bankrupt? Are you kidding me? It's freaking Disney. Number 2, do they have moats? Yeah, they got a whole big moat around them. They got Pixar, they got movie stars, they got movies, they cater to children, they got theme parks, they got cruise ships, they got real estate, they got stuff on multiple continents, and they have the never-ending payment coming through Disney Plus and children that want to hang out with the mouse. So when it was like boom, boom, and I saw it did that in 2014, 18, and 19, and then it did it again, I was like, I am putting the limit order there. And I did. And I got picked up. And it's been a little bit bumpy, but definitely in the profit and in phase one. And again, did I mention it's freaking Disney? It's Nvidia, it's Tesla, it's AMD, it's Bitcoin, it's AI. It's phase one, return of the bull market. So yeah, you can't mess with Disney, okay? It's a good one. CrowdStrike Cybersecurity, Google, you know, they got their AI thing they're doing like ChatGPT they just announced on TV. It's called Bard. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming out in AI. I just think that's gonna be like a really big industry group, just like energy, like solar, and just like electric vehicles and semiconductors, and there's a ton of industry groups that are necessary and in high demand, but AI is about to pop. It just is. And okay, let's look at Sony. We haven't looked at Sony for a while, and Sony is actually like ready to get up in it again, okay? They're finally getting their supply chain stuff figured out so they can get their PS5s knocked out. They don't have as many games, but I think a lot of the manufacturers are slowing the releases because they were waiting on some of the supply chain issues from COVID period, so they can get more of the PS5s and the consoles done. So Sony's something to look at. It is above the 200. However, right now it shows it might come down. So if you wanted Sony, you just throw it on the watch list, and then, you know, we can just wait for it to kind of do its oscillation. And then right when the next time this goes pink and it turns blue, as long as that's green, you could buy in on that oscillation. You don't always have to buy in at the beginning. That's preferred. But I had a one-on-one with a guy in Australia earlier today, and he asked me, what do you do if you want to buy over here and you missed it here? I was like, well, you simply wait for the next oscillation, and there's your green arrow. We put it right on there for you. And you know, that's how you buy the dip in the uptrend, you know. So that's all good. Let's move it along, okay? Sushi at $1.54. Didn't we buy that at 71 cents? Hold on, let me check my yellow line here. Oh, 82 cents. My bad. Okay, all right. Okay, pretty good though. Pretty good. Not bad. I mean, it's pretty good. And that's about a double. I already hit this thing. For a huge gain, a double, and sold, and then rebought it down over here. And I'm already way up again. A firm, one I just trimmed out of, but kept a tiny smidge. Looks like I wasn't the only one thinking that. This thing looks like it's going to come down a little bit. In fact, yes. Bad. Oh, it had earnings. Yeah, so yeah, I wasn't the only one thinking that. PayPal, it's another one, another good one. People are buying. Look at the accumulation zones. Okay, still under the 200, but they're buying. Tesla. I mean, it looks like it's pivoting. I mean, definitely it's still lower highs and it's descending, and it's got a lot of technical issues going on, but you don't want to wait forever. You don't want to wait till this thing is at $280 to start buying it. You wanted to buy it over here when it was like $100 like we were. This is when I DCA'd into. I started on this yellow line, and I literally bought like 100 shares like every other day until it did start going up, and then I stopped buying, and now I'm profitable, so it's cool. And I always want to have, like, when I was in the bear market, I was, you know, plotting out my future and, you know, all the things I wanted, crypto and stocks, and how I was going to buy it. And that's why I didn't DCA, and that's why I didn't buy in the bear. I traded the bear, and I did it with leverage, and I went pivot to pivot, and I bought literally the bottom, and I showed you literally what was going to happen, where it was going to happen, and when I was going to buy, and made alerts on it. And it was literally the perfect day, the perfect wick of the perfect candle. Literally called it. And that's where I bought. I started my hodl at the bottom, and that's why all my positions are green, and I've been trimming and taking profits. So there's just some that I don't have that I want. Like, I want Airbnb again. You know, I traded it, and it was smart that I sold it, and the reason I sold it was because it was going to go down, and I was right, and so I took the profit and it went down. I just never got around to buying it back again, and I need to. So loop ring, I don't know what they do. They say the same thing that everybody says, you know, when I Wikipedia them, but for some reason my gut tells me I need it. I don't know why. Oh, maybe because the Jedi green lights and the sentiment is saying we need to get that as a trade right now. It looks tradable. I should make an alert. I will make an alert. When you watch this and you're in my group tomorrow, you can verify that I'll make an alert on loop ring, because that looks like we're like right above the equilibrium zone. That's what you guys are looking for if you're in my group. This is what I'm talking about. You're above the 200. You just got the green lights. Your sentiment is firing off. You have double blue diamonds. You're above the equilibrium. Remember, it's like a VWAP. And you're trending up in the oscillation. The last time it had an oscillation, okay, was this one from here to here. So let's just go look at what that looked like. Okay, from here. And you actually get out where it goes. I need to make it bigger so I can see. So the way we do it is, if this one goes pink, the first time this goes pink, you have to sell. So you would have been there, and then vice versa. Okay, so you made 59% on the hourly oscillation, and you're in an uptrend, more up than down. So this is what you're spotting, traders. This is what you're looking for, is the next oscillation bouncing off the 200 above the equilibrium with institutional whales buying. A blue box is starting, not a purple box, a blue box. See, when it's a blue box, it's going up. See how the blue box is just starting? You're on your way, and now that you're in phase one, the accumulation phase, you're playing a different game. You're playing the level game where you're breaking levels, and you're either taking profit right below, or you're scaling in on the breakout, moving your stop right below for low risk. You know, there's multiple ways to play the game, but you do have to know the rules, because what do we say at the Wheelhouse? How can you ever win the game if you don't know how the game is played? ICP has my interest. I'm quite interested in probably this, and a couple other tokens I'm looking at are probably, I think ICP is going to make my hodl portfolio. Sometimes I just get these, well, I do research too, but I mean, sometimes I get these feelings that, and they pan out. And I just have this feeling about this ICP that I have FOMO is what it is. I have FOMO. I'm bullshitting you. I got FOMO. That's all it is. I got some FOMO going on, I think. I'm under the 200 and I need it. Ethereum, here's all those sorry people, the regret zone, all those people that sold, those institutional sellers that freaked out, panicked, and weren't watching my channel. What happened after they did it? Boop, it went down. And look at my yellow lines and my limit buys, and you know, here's our zones, and boom, off to the races. Dabble do you like I knew ya. So yeah, we're looking good on that. Filecoin, same thing. I mean, everything's just kind of like grinding and pushing up. In fact, I need to get done with this video and get into a trade. Look at Link on the hourly. Link has been just kind of holding sideways. We've talked about this 100 times. Just have Link, man. It's like an anchor. It's like a good oracle. I really like Chainlink a lot. I mean, if you don't know a lot about crypto, I don't even know a ton about crypto like some of these guys, but I know a lot about trading and a lot about markets. And I do research and learn about things. And I learned about Chainlink, and Chainlink is in my top, like, if not 3, like 4 or 5 at the lowest. Like, Chainlink is way up there for me. I like Chainlink. I like Chainlink like I like Microsoft. I like Chainlink like I like Tesla. I like Chainlink like I like Nvidia. Know what I'm saying? Square, it's another one. It's good. retesting the 200. It's okay. It's healthy. I know a lot of people, everything's engineered for fear, and I keep trying to teach you to use the fear to your advantage. That's the way of the Jedi. That's the way of the Jedi. Solana, I trimmed it twice, and then I talked to my buddy, and he was like, yeah, man, you should just trash that shit and get it out of your portfolio. And now he's got me up all night thinking, should I? I wasn't going to. I was kind of like cool with Solana. I was a little irritated about the network outages. I felt bad for him for the FTX, so I kind of held, kind of stay strong, diamond handed. But I was irritated about the network outages personally. But it wasn't enough to get me to sell like all my Solana. And I just made my decision I'm not going to. However, it is really having a tough time with this zone, okay? It's really having a tough time. It's very good that this went pink, even though it rejected, and you're getting that first blue candle. That's positive. So we might be getting a trend up. Let's go look at the hourly and see what's popping over here. Yeah, right above the 200. There's your green light. Sentiment's coming in. You got to throw your stop loss right there. You're above the premium zone, right above the equilibrium zone. That's a go, baby. Go, go, go. Over the foxhole. Go, guys, go. Okay? Charge point. Looks shifty to me. Although, look at that candle. Do you guys know what kind of candle that is? The big wick and that's that Thor's hammer. Okay? You got to know about those inverse hammers and those hammers, those reversal candles. I always pay attention to these wicks. Like this wick getting pushed up like that that's a good sign. That's a bullish sign if you're not familiar with candlestick patterns. I used to trade before I had all these indicators and all this crazy stuff on the charts. Really just volume and candlesticks. And I could do all the same stuff with that. All this other stuff is just that ooey gooey laced up juicy, bourgeois love, right? It's that dabble do. So yeah, I have a Yolo. It's called Shiba. Do you have it? Look, it's right above the equilibrium zone, and it's oscillating. God, it's oscillating like those AI ones. It's crazy, and I know that because I'm up on it, which is I wasn't for a long time. So, but I didn't sell it. I'm like, oh cool, I waited this long. I'm up, and to me, I'm like, I have a lot of this stuff. I don't have any other position with that many of anything. Of course, it's worth it's got like fucking 7 zeros. Sorry, I said the F word again. It's got like 7 zeros before the 1. Well, really only 4. But realistically, if it just did go back up this high, I was trying to figure out the math the other day, and then I got distracted, and I just forgot to finish the calculation because it just was getting a little hectic. But I just figure it's going to be a good amount of money to get back up there if I do. And I feel like I'm allowed to have one YOLO. Like if you're a diabetic, you probably got a little Snickers bar in the drawer over there, and you just don't tell your girl. You're like, yeah, I'm just drinking water and eating sugar-free beef jerky, babe. Don't trip. But really, you're over here with like two of those new cookie dough Twix. Fire. You gotta get that. Can't even keep them in stock at the Circle K. I went down there. He's like, have you tried that cookie dough? I was like, what you talking about, bro? He's like, no, that cookie dough that's on the real. You need it. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? He's like, look to the right. There's a whole display. Twix literally decorated the Circle K. And I look at the thing. The whole display case is empty. It's like just empty boxes in there, and there's just one golden ticket. I felt like Charlie from the factory, from the chocolate factory. I was like, all right, I'll try it. Got my daughter one. She said thank you, but I don't know if she likes cookie dough, so I kind of pushed it on her. But I should ask her and see what's up. She probably likes it, Ada. Ada's a whole different story. I'm like Team Ada. You guys know, if you're on this channel, I like Cardano. I've never once said I don't like it. I never talk bad about Cardano. I really like, I like Charles Hoskinson. I like Cardano. I like what it's about. I've been through all of it, and I don't care. Sometimes it's about loyalty. Sometimes it's about trust. And sometimes it's about community. For me, that's Cardano. I'm in it till the wheels fall off, baby. Boom. Let's look at Bitcoin. Big Daddy Bitcoin. Ooh, all those, look at all those warnings. And I told you, oh, that's the cloud is tightening, and boom, that candle, that little JPOW hits us with the nug. And we just smoked it, didn't we? Boom! Now, I gotta tell you, when we get to this level right here, not the purple premium discount, but this box of Confluence I drew in, this is like a magnet, okay? This box right here, all the way across, all the way to here, and this box right here, all the way across, these are boxes of Confluences. And I can shade them in for you so it looks a little better. But once you get in these areas, okay, so right here to here, notice how it kept like rejecting there? But if you notice, what happens is they always find their way back into the box. Up, 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 back down in. Stop, up, 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 reject, off, back in. Now it's rejecting from the bottom, rejecting from the bottom, rejecting from the bottom. Oh, rejecting from the bottom. Oh, I'm broke out, I'm in. Oh, I failed inside of the box. I'm out of the box, I'm in the box. I'm out of the box, I'm in the box. I'm out of the box, I'm in the box. I'm trying to get out of the box, I'm rejected. I'm back in the box. 1 year later, you're still in the box. Okay, these are called boxes of Confluence. Okay, I usually put them on the chart when I spot them, and I usually spot them early. Now, everybody on Bitcoin knows about these areas. I mean, they should if they're technicians. I mean, I'm sure they do. So, what I'm going to tell you right now, let's say you are new to TA or you didn't know about a box of Confluence. When we get up in here, expect... I don't think that it's going to be something like this, okay? I don't think it's going to be like this, where you break out and you just... It's not going to do that. Once we get up in this box, we're going to play this whole freaking rejection game. We're going to play this hedging. We're going to do this sideways. And then we're going to go and we're going to rally up till we get to this box. Okay, so here's your first box. Rally up. There's your first rejection on the box. We're going to play that game till we get in there, and then we're going to play this game in here until we get out, and then we're going to rally hard till we get here, reject on it a couple times like we're doing here, and then we're going to play that game in here, and then when we get out, we're going to be launching past all-time high, and it's going to get very exciting. That's about mid-25, I'm thinking, okay? And then, well, it's already green lights to the beach. You understand what I'm saying, right? We're going. Okay? Netflix. Looking good. That's what a good earnings will do out of a bear. I mean, I just like to show you guys this so you guys understand. There's my yellow line. And that's where we bought it, right around there. So 165 bucks. And it is currently at $363. Okay? 363. My head's in the way, but it's over here. So 165 to 365, we'll call it. $4 higher is $200 profit, and you're just right above the 200. Now let's just go take a little peek-see and see what it might look like just to get back to all-time high, just because, you know, sometimes it's good to know. Oh, that was a 76.71% drop, and you're like, oh well, it's already up $200. I'm too late, Chris. Okay, on this one you could have done a little better if you just, you know, listened to me on the channel, but that's okay. You're not too late. You know why? Because you got a breakout coming, and price doesn't matter. What matters is low risk, high reward, momentum pivots, and knowing where to be. Because why? If you know where to be, you're always in the right place. Remember? So that's at $393, $30 higher. So you can buy under it and you know, do a take profit there. You can buy under it, do a take profit there with an alert below it, watch it, take profit off and do it manually like I do it. And then if it breaks out, you just move your stop right below, and you can't even scale in like the gangsters do. They, you know, the gangsters don't buy the dip and DCA down. They actually like buy the bottoms and scale in. It's called the G method, if you didn't know. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's been a lost art on YouTube. For some reason, the YouTubers, I don't think, ever went to financial school to learn these things. But It is the right way. Adam made an alert, made a ton of money on this. Called the alert. I literally called that alert perfect. I got people, I have a woman in my group, probably my age or something, okay? Wants to trade, she's been with me, and she just flashed me like a 86 or 96% Adam leverage trade on MEXC Global off my alert, and 2 other people did it, and then I did a screenshot of mine, and we all hit like doubles on it. Matic, same thing. GRT multiple times. Shiba hit 100% on that one. Fast, in and out. I'm not talking about having to hold them too long. I mean, I do mine on the hourly. I wait for it like this. I wait for this to go green. That's how I do it. Just like I was showing you on, I think it was Loopring a minute ago. So, bam. Come on. There it is. Okay. So I wait for it to go green. All right. I want it above the 200. I want it above this word right here. And when it goes green, the next time it goes blue, which is right there, you get pretty low and you get the green triangle. So you buy there and you're rolling it up. And then what you're doing is I put my stop down here, except we have a little thing that we built in to help you guys. Because remember, we built this on the winning side. So I'm going to show you something sneaky, okay? I'm going to click this little sucker on. And now what's going to happen is it's going to populate all your stops for you, and it's going to calculate it with the ATR calculated on top of the pivot high and pivot low. So when you click that button and you're like, oh, I need to put my stop here, it's going to tell you how much to put, like it's going to, let's say it's got a volatility of, well, okay, so my particular version, the version the guys have in the group have it on there, but my particular version, this part is a little older in the code. But basically it calculates the volatility for 14 days if you're on the daily, 14 hours if you're on the hourly, 14 minutes if you're on the minutes. Calculate it, it'll add it to the pivot low where it already draws in, and it'll tell you the number to put your stop on. If you're shorting, you got a short stop or a buy stop up high. If you're longing, you got a long stop down low. It does the calculation for you, okay? And then just so it's not messy, once you put your stop on there and you know if you're range trading or whatever you're doing, you can just pull it right off, okay? Work in progress, but I think that one is checked off the list. I just haven't updated my version that you're looking at right now. I think that update is done though, I'm almost positive. Okay, CRISPR, you know? Momentum, I mean, what do you want? Look at the sentiments going up. I mean, you're above the equilibrium, above the 200, and you had a pullback and you're pushing back up. And remember, more up than down in the uptrend, baby. Look, the regret zone, the accumulation zone, the discount zone, the get paid zone. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We got a Twitter. Who loves you? Look at the thumbnails. The bull run strikes back. Don't you want to be a Jedi with the money printer? Come in the Discord, it's free, it's dope, it's legit, I'm not playing. Mara, you're gonna want it when Bitcoin goes up, trust me, it's easy money. Matic. Remember what I was telling you about Link? Well, I like Matic too. And this right here, I'm gonna explain it to you in a different way. Okay, so what I see here is very, very special. This right here looks like a cello or a guitar, a side of one if it was laying on its side, right? And this would be the middle of the guitar where the strings go. Okay, this particular structure, this is a bass, okay? And this particular structure of the bass with the breakout in play tends to be massive winners. Massive. Those ones that go hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of percent. The ones like Yahoo and all those mega ones for the last couple hundred years. There's a whole bunch of big ones that have done it. They all had a base that looked like this. And when they get out of that, that breakout is huge. You got to watch your volume. Make sure the body closes above, which Matic, I have a feeling it's going to launch, okay? If it gets through this 130, it's going to 151. If it gets through there, it's going to 175. If it gets through there, it's going to 209, okay? Then When it does get up into its third stage base, and you start getting up in here at 292, you probably are gonna get up. I'm just gonna take a wild stab at this. I think Matic's gonna go a lot further than 292. Okay, came down 90%. That's gonna come back, and then probably this thing's gonna be a $5-6 token. And the guitar on approach, and look at the candle. Look at it's dude, it's our CCI is bullish. It's white. You probably don't know what that is and can't tell, but I can see it. The candles are lighter, so it's telling me there's like major power and momentum behind it. That you got the inside day, the outside day. The structure is where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the size of the candles and the wicks, and then the depth of the down day, and then how it reverses and counts again. That structure, when you have the look at the HMA going blue in an uptrend, usually the HMA, you know, it has to be like going like that. It usually isn't like going blue up. It has to be coming where the pink goes down and turns up. There's so many things that I see in here that probably nobody sees that tells me that Matic is about to pop off. Not financial advice. Avalanche, another one I like a lot. A lot. And there's my yellow line. Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. So it's within $1, not bad. This is one I think is gonna go far too. So I loaded up on it. Okay, there's a blue circle right there. We don't like that blue circle. That means false breakout. And it printed after it dropped, which is unique because usually it prints before as it's still going up. So is it calling this one is gonna fail already? We got to keep an eye on Avalanche. Let me make a little note here. Let's just, where am I even going to make an alert? Right now it's trying to break out. It did break out, didn't it? It's holding. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, that's what's going on. So we got a breakout here, and the body is right above it. Okay, so this is what's going on. I get it. Okay, so this is what's going on. See how the yellow line, our supports and resistances only go so far, so it doesn't drive you crazy. So I'll extend the yellow line, and you can see right here, the body is above it. But it's not above it with like massive volume and momentum. In fact, the volume's fairly light. Everything is looking good though, okay? But it's not like a break, like an insane breakout. This is also a really good base, but I'm gonna tell you where the better base is. This base right here is gonna be the Omega base. I'm just gonna call it right now. This is gonna be that deep, dark, dirty, late night German, psychoacoustic, reverberating through your soul type of bass. Okay, so right here, when we get to see how the structure is different, and we do this thing, when we break out of this one at $30, $30.50, game over, baby. You are paid. I mean, you're straight paid. Okay, and Avalanche, it's a good crypto. I'm gonna keep that line on there. I need to keep an eye on it. I'm not selling Avalanche. If anything, I wish everything is green, and I don't get to buy more unless I average up. So, luckily I bought good amounts of everything, and I cannot believe how much I'm up on some of them already. Like Avalanche. Avalanche is one that I'm up a lot on. Matic I'm up a lot on. Not as much as GRT, 175%. I mean, we hit Doge in Doge early when I drew the yellow line. We hit that for 200% on a trade. I mean, and then sold it. So, I mean, come in the Discord. We'll hook you up. We'll help you out. I'm there for you, man. I might not be able to be here forever for you guys. So, You know, learn from me and come in the Discord and, you know, try the indicator and, you know, I will try to be here for you guys, but there might be some opportunities happening, and I'm going to see how I can integrate everything. But I feel that I have helped you guys. I navigated you through the bear. I had more accuracy than, I mean, I subscribe to everybody. I watched everybody. I mean, I can't find anybody that has the accuracy that I have of calling them and predicting things. I mean, nobody on TV is even close. So, I mean, go back and watch those videos, look at the timestamps and then what happened after. I mean, or you come in and you get the alerts and you see how they work. Or, I mean, this is how my brain works, you know, like we're trying to make it so you guys can hit it, right? Look, boom, there's your momentum, but it's not strong, but it is green, but it is right on the 200, but the sentiment's showing it's coming up, and there's the blue box, and you're above the equilibrium. You got everything that says go, okay? So it's green, and it just went blue, and there's your green diamond, and there's your institutional buyer, there's your stop, and if you click the thing on, it'll give you the 14 days, which will put you a little bit lower for safety. You want to give these things wiggle room when you get into trades, okay? Look, I'm babbling, I'm talking. Oh, Algorand, we can't forget about Algorand though, real quick. Okay, Algorand is dope, all right? I'm just gonna say it, not financial advice, even though I didn't say anything other than Algorand is dope, okay? It's at the premium zone. This is a legit, like, crypto. I'm also in this group as HBAR, and I think I'm gonna have to start talking about HBAR, because HBAR is also dope. So I wasn't able to get it before. I was limited on a couple cryptos, but guess what? If you use my link for MEXC, which you get up to $9,100 in USDT, depending on the deposits, plus airdrops, competitions, you get so much sick stuff. You can trade futures, spot, everything. It's right there in the description of this video. Click my link and you get in there. You know, you can transfer from a wallet, or you can KYC, whatever you want to do. They got everything. Well, they have some of the cryptos that I didn't have access to before on other exchanges. So, you know, I'm going to be, you know, grabbing a couple new things. Like I always wanted, I was always a little jealous, you know, like a lot of people would be like, dude, I'm trading Alice, I'm making so much money. I couldn't trade Alice, you know, like you know, you got to get Casper, you know, I couldn't get Casper. Like I wanted HBAR, I wanted Casper, I wanted to trade Alice. I couldn't get a couple things, you know, but, you know, sometimes you got to be patient. Good things are gonna happen, and MEXC Global comes around, and boom, bada bing, put some money in there and do some leverage. It's gonna be fine. We're in a bull run. Okay. Ethereum Classic, looking good. Okay. I like calling this the regret zone, where everybody sold because they were little panic handers. God, Litecoin, man, this thing is just unstoppable, dude. Litecoin just rolls, man. This thing is like, dude, this thing is just like, this is a hodl position. This is the kind of thing, if you wanted Litecoin, which I didn't personally, you would have wanted to buy here like it was a Tesla or Nvidia or something for a hodl, and you just basically follow the green lights and you just stay in. You'd be up a lot of money. I didn't do it. I didn't personally do it, so. But I've been watching it, and from $47 to 101, that's a double. I mean, that's a double, and you're just getting started. I mean, you're literally just getting started, okay? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I mentioned Chili's the other day was about to pop. Yeah, Chili's popped. Isn't it kind of cool that I always know things like 3 days before they're going to happen, or anybody else says it? Isn't that kind of dope? A lot of that has to do with the indicator and the way that I think and how I get my partner to put my brain into the chart for you, and then make it less scrambled and complicated so we can just click things on and off so you don't have to feel as crazy as I am. Make sense? Not saying, just saying. Know what I'm saying? All right, look, I've talked a lot. Look, you're going to want these Amazons. You're going to want these Chili's for trades, these Amazons for hold. You're going to want to think about it, what you're doing, who you are. Are you a trader? Do you like swinging it? Do you like day trading it? Do you like low float? Do you want to be VWAP trader, you know, you want to just be on that green lights. You want something that just says buy, sell, you know, the whole bull run. You want to never short. Do you want to short? Do you want to go pivot to pivot? You figure out who you are. And if you don't know, I could help you figure that out. I could dig it out of your soul. And we can blossom that and hone that inner skill that you have that you might not even know that you have, and turn you into a savage rooftop ninja, Sith Lord killing Jedi. My name is Chris, and welcome to the Wheelhouse.